Hi, my dear students, welcome back. Now, this is the second part of The Tempest, Act 4, Scene 1. Now, we have stopped where Iris enters. Now, let me just give you an overview of what we have learned in the last lessons. Here, Prospero tells Ferdinand that his harsh treatment was only a test of Ferdinand's worthiness to win his prized and most beloved daughter. Ferdinand has passed the test and Prospero formally gives him Miranda to be his wife. Miranda does not speak, but we assume that she is pleased with the outcome because she is already in love with Ferdinand. After strenuous warnings about not giving away to lust before the marriage has taken place, Prospero releases the lovers to sit and talk at will. Prospero then calls on Ariel to gather the spirits. He wants to show the lovers some vanity of his heart. Art here refers to the magical powers that he possesses. Now let us go into the following conversation that is taking place. Now before that, let me just give you an overview. That is here, Prospero is calling his spirits. Now some spirits enters. Now playing goddesses put on a wedding mask, meaning a wedding arrangement is prepared. Prospero watches with Ferdinand and Miranda as Iris, the rainbow, calls Ceres, the goddess of earth's fertility, and Juno, the goddess of marriage, to bless the marriage. Now here some of the goddesses and as well as a messenger enters. Now the messenger is Iris, the rainbow. The rainbow, it is Iris is the person who is responsible for creating rainbow. Now he is the messenger to Ceres as well as Juno. Now he calls upon these two goddesses to bless the marriage between Ferdinand and Miranda. Now Ceres makes sure that Venus won't be coming. Now Venus, it is a goddess of love, that is lust. Now Ceres does not want Venus to attend this function because it might give away to lust and create problems between Ferdinand and Prospero. Now we have already understood, or it is already said that if lust gives way to love, obviously this marriage will be a failure. And so Juno arrives by chariot from the sky. Juno and Ceres sing their blessings of honor, riches, and joy and plenty. Now that is what is taking place. And you have events that takes place in order of it. Now let us see what we have here. Now let us go into the text. Now I've already mentioned who is Iris, who is Ceres, and who is Juno. Now let us see. Enter Iris. Now Iris is speaking. Ceres, most bounteous lady, thy rich lees of wheat, rye, barley, witches, oats, and peas, thy turfy mountains where live nibbling sheep, and flat meads thatched with store them to keep, thy banks with pint and twilit brims, which springy April at thy hest betrims, to make cool nymphs chase crowns and thy broom groves, whose shadow the dismissed bachelor loves, being lone, thy pole-clipped vineyard and thy sea marge, sterile and rocky hard, where thou thyself dost err, the queen o'er sky, whose watery arch and messenger am I, bids thee leave these and with her sovereign grace. Now here, Iris. Now Iris is speaking to Ceres. Now what is he speaking? See, I am the rainbow-bearing messenger sent by my mistress Juno. Now Iris tells that, see, I am the rainbow-bearing messenger. I am a messenger who is like a rainbow, who serves my master, who is Juno, the queen of the sky. Now I am a messenger of Juno, who is the queen of the sky. Now queen of the sky meaning, now she is in charge of the clouds, the good seasons, rain, and also sunlight. Now here Ares says that I have come to announce that Juno has asked you, Ceres, goddess of the fields and the earth, to leave your rich farms of wheat, rye, barley, oats and peas, the hills where the sheep nibble, the furrows that April covers with flowers for nymphs to make crowns with. Now here Iris is asking Ceres, as said by the Juno, the queen of the sky, to leave behind everything that she is in control at the moment. Now Ceres, she is the goddess of the fields and the earth. Now it is the richness, the productivity, earth's productivity is in the hands of Ceres. Now Iris is asking Ceres to leave behind everything that you are doing at the moment. The rich farms of wheat, rye, barley, oats and peas, these are all greens that is produced in earth. To leave behind everything, the hills and whatever you have, and the sheaves that nibble over, the furrows that April covers with flowers. April meaning the autumn season. It covers everything. To leave behind in the hands of the nymphs to make crowns with. Give all these things to the nymphs that is in charge, the ladies that serve you, and you should come with me. You must leave the grooves where the disappointed bachelor lurks, rejected by his love, and the well-pruned vineyards and the rocky seashore. Now here a picture is created where the grooves, in the grooves you can see disappointed bachelor lurks, meaning he is walking here and there without any kind of destination. Now he is doing like that because he has been rejected by his love. When he proposed a girl, that girl has rejected him, rejected his love, and so in that sadness he is walking through the grooves. Don't get bothered about it. Let him do whatever he wants there. And the well-pruned vineyards, and also pruned here means well cut down and also well-maintained vineyards, which is used to make wines. You leave behind everything, and the rocky seashores also. Leave behind everything and come with me in order to bless the marriage function of Ferdinand and Miranda. Now Juno descends above. Juno enters above the stage and slowly begins to descend, meaning comes down to where the Ceres and Iris is speaking. Here on this grass plot, in this very place, to come and spot her peacocks fly, approach rich Ceres, her to entertain. Now you must leave these places and hurry here to this grassy spot to entertain you. Now Iris is once more asking Ceres to leave behind everything and come back to the grassy spot where you should entertain Juno. Enter Ceres. Now Ceres enters as summoned by Juno and told by Iris. Hail, many-colored messenger that never does disobey the wife of Jupiter, who with thy saffron wings upon my flower diffusest honey drops, refreshing showers, and with each end of thy blue bow dost crown my bosky acres and my unshrugged down, rich scarf to my proud earth. Why hath thy queen summoned me hither to this short grassed green? Now Ceres now is greeting Iris and speaking. Greetings to you, rainbow messenger. Now here's greeting, that is Ceres is greeting Iris. Then calling him, you are the rainbow messenger who never disobeys Juno. Now you are a person who never disobeys Juno, and Juno being the wife of Jupiter. Now Juno is the wife of Jupiter. With your golden wings, you sprinkle dewdrops and refreshing showers on my flowers. Now what you do is, you With your golden wings, sprinkle dewdrops, meaning small droplets of mist, upon my flowers, and also refreshing showers. After a hot summer, you put some showers in order to refresh my flowers. And the arch color your colored bow over my wooded fields and grassy meadows. And the arch that you create, the different colored arch, the rainbow arch that you create, it gives colors to my wooded fields and also grassy meadows, like a beautiful scarf to decorate my earth. Now your arch becomes like a scarf that circles, encircles my earth. Why has your queen Juno called me here to this grassy spot? Now, here, Cyrus is asking, what is the purpose for your visit here, and why has Juno summoned you to call me and come to this grassy spot? Iris, a contract of true love to celebrate, and some donation freely to estate on the blessed hours. Now Iris gives a reply then, to celebrate a marriage of true love and give a gift to the lovers. Now Juno has summoned here because she has asked to come here to bless the marriage between true love and to give a gift to the lovers. Now Ceres asks, tell me, heavenly bow, if Venus or a sun, as thou dost know, do now attend the queen, since they did plot the means that dusky my daughter got, her and a blind boy's cantle company I have forsworn. Now here Ceres tells about is Venus and her sun being invited to this. Now Ceres is asking, now let us see, what does that mean? Tell me, rainbow, do you know if either Venus, the goddess of love, or her son Cupid is accompanying Queen Juno? Now Ceres is asking Iris whether the Venus, the goddess of love, and also her son Cupid is attending Queen Juno, meaning accompany. Now she tells the reason why she asked that question. See, let us see. Ever since Venus and her blind son plotted a way for the god of the underworld to steal my daughter away for half the year, I swore I would never speak to them. The reason why I ask this is because I do not wish to see or speak with Venus or her son Cupid. Because this Venus, the goddess of love, and her blind son Cupid had plotted with an underworld god in order to steal my daughter for half an year, meaning 6 months. And they had plotted it, and I had, by luck, had saved my daughter. But just then I have took an oath that I will never ever see or speak with them. So that is why I'm asking out of my curiosity whether Venus or her blind son Cupid is. Now Cupid, it is like a person, an imaginative, devilish-like person who you can see in some lovers cards and Valentine cards and all. There is in that heart, one angel is trying to put an arrow. Now that person is called Cupid. Excuse me. Now, Iris, of her society, be not afraid. I met her deity, cutting the clouds towards Paphos and her son, dove drawn with her. Here thought they to have done some wanton charm upon this man and maid, whose woes are that no bed right shall be paid, till Hymen's torch be lighted. But in vain, Mars's hot minion is returned again. Her waspish-headed son has broke his arrows, swears he will shoot no more, but play with sparrows. and be a boy right out. Now, Iris gives the meaning that don't be afraid of a company. No, don't have to afraid that Venus would be accompanying her. I met Venus as she was with her son on her way to her home on Paphos in a carriage pulled by doves. Now, I had met Venus before this meeting, and I saw with her her son being carried in a chariot that is pulled over by doves. And they are heading to Paphos, their home. And they were planning to pull a mischievous trick on Ferdinand and Miranda, who have sworn not to sleep together till their wedding day. Now, they were on their way towards where Ferdinand and Miranda had been staying. And in order to plot, in order to create a problem for them, and in order to trick Ferdinand and Miranda to have a premarital relationship, physical relationship. But their trick had failed. Venus went home, and her little son broke all his arrows, swearing he'll never shoot them again, but play with birds like other little boys. But their tricks had failed just because of some spirits. What happened was all the arrows of Cupid were broken and they were going back. And he had also sworn that he will never ever shoot arrows at them again, that is towards Ferdinand and Miranda, but he swore that he will play with birds, that is mentioned as sparrows. He will play with birds just like the other small boys or small kids used to do. Now, Iris confirms that Venus and Cupid is not accompanying Juno, as their plot to play trick towards Ferdinand and Miranda was broken by some spirits. They are not coming, rather they are going back to their home. That is being pulled over by, the chariot being pulled over by doves. Ceres, highest queen of state, great Juno, comes, I know by her gait. Now Ceres says that, see, great Juno is coming. See, Juno, the queen, she is coming. I know her by her walk. I can hear how with her walking, I can hear that the great Juno is. Juno descends to the stage. Now in the grassy spot, here the Juno descends. Juno, how does my bounteous sister go with me to bless this twain, that they may prosperous be and honored in their issue? And Juno is asking, how is my generous sister? Now Ceres is like a sister towards Juno. Come help me bless this couple, Ferdinand and Miranda, so they will be prosperous and have many children. Now Juno is asking Ceres to accompany her to the blessing of Ferdinand and Miranda's marriage, and also asks to help bless them to have prosperous life and have many children. They sing. Now they are now pouring blessings in the form of song. Now let us see. This song has a relative importance. Every song in this Tempest play has a significance to the forthcoming plots that is yet to happen. Now let us see what Juno sings. Juno, not Juno, everyone sings. Honor, riches, marriage blessings, long continuance and increasing. Early joys be still upon you. Juno sings her blessings on you. Now let us see what Juno is singing. Juno, may honor, riches, marriage blessings, long life and unending joys come to you. And that is the meaning of long continuous and increase. Now every riches and honor and pour upon you for your marriage I bless you to have a long, everlasting life and unending joys to come to you. Juno sings her blessings unto, meaning I give my blessings to you, Ferdinand and Miranda. Now let's see what Ceres has. Sings. Earth's increase poison plenty. Barns and granaries never empty. Vines and clustering bunches growing. Plants with goodly burden bowing. Springs come to you at the farthest, in the very end of harvest. Scarcity and want shall shun you. Ceres's blessings, so is on you. Now, Ceres also gives blessings for saying, growing crops and large harvests, barns and sloes full of green. Now, it means that two lines means that, see, every richness and everything prosper upon you, like the crops that is growing and it is filling up the barns and silos. Barns and silos are where the crops that is harvested is stored. Vines heavy with clustered grapes. That means that may you have good and a prosperous life. May you be blessed with so much of prosperous things in life. Plants training unto their fruit. May you be blessed with all good things. May your love blossom. May spring follow directly autumn's harvest. Now just after the autumn's harvest, spring, a good season, let also come to you, with none of winter's hardships to endure. And also when spring comes, I also pray that winter does not come to you to create hardships. Winter is seen as hardships, meaning all those hard conditions that they have to go. Now she is blessing that let not the hard conditions in the form of winter or anything come upon you. You will have plenty and want nothing. Meaning everything will be in your control, and whatever you ask, it will be in plentiful. You don't have to ask for anything. Rather, it will be given to you at the right time, at the right spot. Ceres's blessings. Now I bless you for your goodness. Ferdinand, seeing everything, he is now astonished. See what else he has as to say. This is a most majestic vision and harmonious charmingly. May I be bold to think these spirits? Now Ferdinand asks, now this is a majestic and harmonious vision. Now this is like a very magical thing that is happening. Now are these spirits we see before us? Now tell me, are there spirits and goddesses that we see? Now the question, a kind of a question arises in Ferdinand. Now for that Prospero gives the reply. Spirits which by mine art I have from their confines called to enact my present fancies. Now Prospero says that yes, they are spirits that I've called of their presence to perform my whims. Now Prospero says that, see, they are the spirits. They are truly spirits, not mortal beings, rather spirits, which I have called with my magical powers to perform the magic that I am asking them to do. Fancies here means the thing, the magic that I ask them to do. Ferdinand, let me live here ever. So rare a wondered father and a wife makes this place paradise. Now, as a reply to Prospero, Ferdinand remarks that let me live here forever. See, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to live here for such a wonderful father-in-law and wife makes this place a paradise. I have a wonderful father-in-law. I have a wife, a most truly loving, trustworthy wife. And I think that this is like a paradise. I don't want to go anywhere. Juno and Ceres whisper and sent Iris on empire. Now Juno and Ceres, they talk to Iris in a very low tone, rather no one could hear. And Iris is sent for a mission to complete. Prospero. Now Prospero enters and asks, "Sweet now, silence." Juno and Ceres whisper seriously, "There's something else to do. Hush and be mute, or else our spell is marred." Now be quiet, Prospero says, "Please be silent." Juno and Ceres are whispering about something serious. Now hearing Juno and Ceres speaking something, Prospero says, "Be quiet. There's something else to be done. There is something we need to done at the earliest. Be silent, or else my magic spell will be broken." Now please be silent, because if you speak, this magical spell that I have cast upon will be lost. Iris, "You nymphs, called naiads of the winding brooks, with your sedged crowns and ever harmless looks, leave your crisp channels on this green land, answer my summons." Juno does command, "Come, temperate nymphs, and help to celebrate a contract of true love. Be not too late." Now Iris was sent on a mission by Ceres and Juno. Now he comes in and he sees the nymphs who had been given the duty to look after what is happening in the earth. Now he is speaking to the nymphs. You nymphs who live in the wandering brooks with seaweed, crowns and innocent looks, step out of the water and come join us here on this grassy field. Now Iris summons the nymphs who is living in the underwater, asking them to come out of this water and ask them to accompany him to the marriage function of Ferdinand and Miranda and to bless. Juno orders you, "Come, sweet nymphs, and help us celebrate the wedding of two lovers. Don't be late." Now here Juno has summoned you to come with me and help to bless upon the marriage between the two lovers, and also ask them not to be late. Enter certain nymphs. Now we can see certain nymphs enters into the sea. Now you sunburnt sicklemen of August weary, come hither from the furrow and be merry. Make holiday, your rice straw hats put on, and these fresh nymphs encounter everyone in country footing. Enter certain reapers properly habited. They join with the nymphs in a graceful dance, towards the end whereof Prospero starts suddenly and speaks. Now here you can see several nymphs entering into the scene. Now let us see what Iris says. Now, "You tanned field workers who are so tired of Augustus' labors, get out of the dirt and come rejoice with us here. Put your straw hats on, have some fun, and dance with these young nymphs." Now here Iris asks them to get off all their dirt and their tiredness, and to put a very happy face, and to put a hat that is made out of straw, and to dance with the young nymphs. Now several field workers also enters with the nymphs. Dressed appropriately, they join the nymphs in a graceful dance. Now several workers also, this Iris has asked them to accompany with the nymphs. Now they are being taken off with their very full, meaning tired faces and everything, and given a happy look. And they also accompany the nymphs. They join the nymphs in a graceful dance. At the end, Prospero suddenly acts startled and speaks. Now here, just as they are dancing, the Prospero enters and asks them to stop, and he starts speaking something very serious in matter. Now, with this, we'll end this second part. Go through the above said conversations. If you have any doubts, shoot out your queries. Feel free to ask the doubts, okay? Now, in your textbook, we have reached the page 104. Now, till there, we will end it for this session. And I'll include the notes till there in the text box. You can go through it and verify. Thank you.